Yo, we're the Zone Runners, and this time we're at Pumpkin Hill. You ain't ready.
I ain't gonna let it get to me. I'm just gonna creep down in Pumpkin Hill. I got to find my lost piece. I know that it's here, I can sense it in my feet. The great emerald's power allows me to feel. I can't see a thing, but it's around somewhere. I'm gonna hold my head cause I have no fear. Probably seems crazy, a graveyard theory, but a ghost tried to approach me and got leery.
Asked him a question and he vanished in a second. I'm walking through valleys, crying pumpkins in the alleys. It didn't seem happy, but they sure tried to get me. Had to back him up with the fist, metal crackling. I'm hearing someone saying use a chicken, don't be scared. It had to be the wind cause nobody wasn't there. I searched and I searched as I climbed up the wall, and then I started to fly, I went in deeper.
Let it get to me, I'm just gonna creep down in Pumpkin Hill, I got to find my lost piece. I know that it's it, I can sense it in my feet. The great emerald's power allows me to feel. Can't see a thing, but it's around somewhere. Gonna hold my head cause I got nothing to fear. This probably seems crazy, brave the theory. A ghost tried to approach me and got leery.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, it is me, Dukect here. Sorry, the mic came a little too hot for you. Let's see, sorry about that. I'll edit it out in post. I need to get a new microphone so it won't do this crap. Okay, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me here live on the Dukect Lounge. That was, yes, was Graveyard Theory by the Zone Runners for OCRemix.com. If you want to hear more of that stuff, go download that stuff from OCRemix.com. Overclock Remix, great, honest, great stuff on that website. You will love it, and I guarantee you guys will love it. And then, best thing about those songs, they're free, and you won't have to worry about using, listening to them, worry, about copyright and stuff. For me, anyway, not to worry about no copyright and everything else like that. Anyway, let's get to the show. Big show here, ladies and gentlemen, here on the eve, no, not the eve, but the coming age of Ultron. I will go see it, boys and girls. Don't worry, I will see it. I'm going to see it tomorrow. I will have a special little vlog for it and all that good stuff. So don't worry, I'm going to be watching it. I will get a little vlog together, and hopefully you guys will enjoy my little ranting about the new Marvel movie. Anyway, and hopefully no one online will spoil me. I just don't want to be spoiled. Please. It'd be nice. Okay. Let's get to the WWE story here. Some big stories here today. The big world of wrestling entertainment. I'm going to be talking about, the King of the Ring. I gotta say this. I gotta talk about this whole thing, and I gotta say I like this. I really like the new form, the King of the Ring stuff. Even though I didn't really hear about it until like a week before, maybe because I didn't really care about the WWE, but they really were trying to push it on the network, which I think is a brilliant move because, even though I really wish this was a pay-per-view, because I honestly think you could just get rid of some other pay-per-views on the WWE. I mean, seriously, I'm sorry, but do we really need, if you want to look at the whole WWE pay-per-views and such, I don't know. It's just like, you could easily get rid of a lot of pay-per-views that will not matter. I mean, Hell in a Cell, get rid of that. Honestly, I don't care for it. Personally, I wish they could Survivor Series with King of the Ring and Survivor Series together, which would make some sense since it'd be the last one standing and King of the Ring and all that good stuff, which would be more interesting. That's my thoughts. But as for the show itself, I really enjoyed it. I think it was something that honestly WWE Network really needed. It's such a really more original content like this. I like the WWE 24/7. I like looking at natural stuff, but if they do more live stuff like this, I think it really would basically validate my pack, my $9.99 WWE Network. That and the free, seriously, the overall free the free given away for free It just screams out desperation at this point. I'm sorry. It just screams that every other month they have to do. I mean, February free. Then after the rest of April is free. Then you have May that's going to be free. What's going on here? I'm serious. What's going on here, people? It just makes no daggone sense. It doesn't. I just don't understand. It just screams out desperation. But they do have a million, well, 0.3 million, a million and point 0.3 subscribers. So at least they're making some money back. Hopefully. Anyway, but I have to say this, that I really think this was a really good idea. Um, as for the competitions, the matches were okay for the most part. A little too short in my personal opinion. It did a lot of promos, a lot of promos and such, building up from it. Personally, I really would like to see. Call me crazy, but I really am. Bad News Barrett. Look, he has 5 title reigns and everything else. As much as I like him, I don't think he needed this. I think this is just trying so hard with a character that, honestly, on the real, is just basically make hard for life. He does not need to be King of the Ring. I don't think he really needed King of the Ring. And besides, I don't really like these heels winning King of the Ring stuff. I'm getting a little sick of that. It's the same thing over and over and over again. I think, honestly, personally, I feel like, you know what would be real good for twist? How about Dean Ambrose winning? Um, Dean Ambrose wins the Dean Ambrose beats off Bad News Barrett, and Neville beats R-Truth, and you have Neville versus Dean Ambrose, and not in a 7-minute match. Give it like say 10 to 15 minutes. Cut the useless stuff down, but I think give him like a good 10-minute match. I think those two could really have a very good match. Dean Ambrose wins, not cheating, of course. He keeps his face gimmick, but also has a chance to really, hey, why not have him be King of the Ring? Give him something, give him some momentum. Give him something really to sink his teeth into. I mean, hey, King Ambrose would be more fun than Bad News Barrett, I think. How much I like Bad News, I just I just think that it would be very interesting to see that some faces. Neville, I wouldn't mind that either. And heck, if you want to keep it heel, I wouldn't have mind saying Luke Harper. I don't know, that'd be very interesting too. You know what I'm saying? You get people with these new fresh faces instead of just the same old stuff. I'm tired of that. Heck, I wouldn't mind Stardust winning, but that's just my personal opinion. Anyway, but overall, I did like the program. I did really enjoy it, and I understand it was only for an hour because of only for an hour. You couldn't really do much with it, but yeah, I get that, and you wanted to get promos and everything, and I get that, but there was some good stuff. By the way, Sheamus got opened up the hard way when he took that with Dolph Ziggler came down with his little '90s jacket. I don't know, this '90s trying to be '80s jacket he's going on with, which I don't know. Maybe just I don't know. This is the look of it. I have no idea that '80s '90s jacket he has on. I don't know what Dolph Ziggler trying to do, man. But yeah, I think that personally, that whole thing just, I mean, Sheamus getting a beat. I mean, that's not really good for your giant, man. Dude get busted open by Dolph Ziggler. I'm like, no. I'm sorry. I just like, yeah, he busted him up. Yeah, that's not good for his new bully badass dude. Just Ziggler just not only beat him, or just on Extreme Rules, but he just busted him open the hard way. So yeah, Sheamus with his red rooster stuff already in bit of a panic mode. But that's just hopefully they'll fix that up and save us and say that was a lucky shot or something. Because I do like this new heel Sheamus, I do, and I'm hopeful that he starts getting more of a more wins, more at the end of those. I hope what it's not Daniel Bryan that brings him down. I want to see Neville do it. I want to see someone else have Sheamus beat Daniel Bryan for the Intercontinental Championship. Then you have Neville, build him up more and more. Has the guys, he keeps getting better and better. He keeps doing this like high influx moves, and then say, I honestly think maybe around SummerSlam or Night of Champions, if you want to go that far, build him up. Maybe yes, SummerSlam or something like that, or maybe if you want to go later or something in the card, have him build up and build up maybe for Survivor Series, SummerSlam or something like that. You have Sheamus drop the title to Neville and have him really, and do that sort of thing. Because honestly, I don't think you needed John Cena or Daniel Bryan to win the Intercontinental Championships. You don't need them to actually need to win those belts. You don't need them. They never were really needed. They were never needed, people. All they were, for the most part, was just all you needed to do was make these title belts more memorable and more of a have more meaning. Is actually don't have their champions lose every match. Don't have them be completely forget thoughtless and such. Have main event instead of doing the pointless tag team 6-man handicap blah 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 fest as a main event. Have the United States Intercontinental titles on main event Raw or SmackDown. Scratch out just Raw because SmackDown means nothing. You can have the women's championship main event there. Have that type of thing instead of just having the same old boring stuff. Shake things up. You don't need. And if the people both see that, hey, the Intercontinental Champion is main eventing Monday Night Raw. I know it's a 3-hour slog, and most people leave at the third hour, but still, people will say, hey, this is the last night of the show. People will start respecting it more. You don't need to just put your titles on main eventers to make them seem more of a clear, to make them seem more important. Rusev proves this. Rusev, all you did with him was just have him just destroy everybody, and have him just make the United States Championship. That title got more elevated when he was continually beating people decisively. Heck, I think he should have. I think that whole his match at Fastlane with Cena should have been the end note with the Cena feud. Saying, seriously, Cena loses by submission. That should have been something really huge. I wish that could have happened in the Royal Rumble. That should have been more interesting. And with more eyes seeing it, and have them say no one can beat him or what have you. And then you have someone like Ryback or Roman Reigns or someone else take up the shot and beat him, and then they hold the belt and have them hold the title and bring prestige to it by winning matches decisively. You don't handicap them, and you make them seem more important around the show. That's how you make a championship mean something. But, of course, I'm just some smart on the internet. The WWE writers know what they're doing. Clearly. Anyway, also, speaking of Rusev, what are they going to do with him? Supposedly, this is some rumors and everything else on forums and stuff like that. But I'm from the freaking Austin Upper forums. I think it's I'll put the link in the description. It says news on Lana. It says quote this is from the post is from the WO, I think Wrestling Online News. I don't know. Yes, this is okay. I gotta look this thing up for Wrestling on Demand. Here it is. I got this from not this, but also Wrestle Inc. Actually, I'll put the link here instead of this. I'll put us on Wrestle Inc. Yeah. Wrestle Inc. Wrestle Inc. has this story, which I don't think this can't be true. Please tell me this can't be true, but if it was, it wouldn't surprise me. Anyway, it says, quote, from the Wrestling Observer newsletter. Oh, I am such an complete idiot. WON Wrestling Observer newsletter. I am an idiot. And you can go and bash me for not knowing that. I am horrible. Anyway, it says, and I quote, We noted before that Vince McMahon is high up on Lana and has big plans for her push. The long-term plan right now is for Lana to be the female face of the company once her babyface turn has happened. Vince reportedly feels that part of Lana's transition has to include the reveal that she's really American. Yeah. The idea is, that's going to be the twist. Yeah. The idea is to keep the Lana name, but there's talk of using the name CJ As her real name is Catherine Joe Perry, the idea would be that CJ makes people think of hot blondes because of their Pamela Anderson character in Baywatch. Why? That's the question here. Why is this happening? I'm serious, people. Why? It's amazing because I don't. I think Alana's getting cheered maybe via smart cards and such because she looked at. You know what? To me, Lana should be. She should be the vicious heel manager that just is the one making Rusev doing everything else. She should have been getting people, not just saying, she should have been like the Paul Heyman guy type thing, but more successful at it. Say that, anybody who wants the possessions of being with Lana, there it is. Rusev is just the guy who kills people. That's it. He doesn't care about Russia or anything else. Just have him be like that with this killing machine. In fact, I really wish instead of have Lana be the one being vicious and such. I mean, because I just think Rusev without Lana, Lana's character to me is more interesting as a villain. Because honestly, the villain character is more interesting. I honestly think villains are more interesting, and WWE needs more villains and such. And I don't think we ever seen Lana wrestle. So is she good? I don't know. And honestly, I haven't seen her. If she's good or not, I need to look at some stuff as well. I haven't seen anything about her. All she is a good promote, which is fine. I think that'd be interesting instead of just having this whole bullying thing with Rusev. I think they're trying to do the whole Macho Man Liz thing, but I don't know. Maybe it can work. I maybe just maybe it can work, but I don't think it is. I really think they should just have Lana be the one yelling at Rusev or something, saying I worked hard or everything else. Rusev saying no, John said this, and saying if you don't, I'll find somebody who will. Have that type of threat. And Rusev's like, whoa, what are you doing? Yeah, I stood up to you. I don't care, something like that. And they're like, well, he's gonna find. And then you have, who's debuting? You know, who was like the big bad? Like Baron Cohen. Say because he has been, I don't know how good he is or something like that. Have him debut. Just say be the guy who says he's gonna take that. If Rusev can't get the job done, I'll find someone who will. Go to NXT, find Baron Corbin, and see if he's actually going to do more than squash matches. And just have him just be like, just straight up destroy Rusev. Have him be turn face or something. Be like the Samoa Joe to WWE or something. But then again, supposedly Samoa Joe is going to WWE, but not really. We don't know. But I don't know about this. I just don't know. I don't. I just don't understand. I just. I don't. I want this to work. I think that this. I want this to work, but I just think this is just going to blow up in the WWE's face. And add on to the fact that Rusev is on the train of failure that is the John Cena feud. He's already had his WrestleMania match, his specialty match that was the chain match that he lost. And now they're going to go for a triple as now he's going to be in an I Quit match with John Cena. So after that's done, how long is he gonna be in the tracksuit of Brodus Clay's old tracksuit when he came down to the ring? When is he gonna find out that his related stuff is like he's half Soul Brother or something? Seriously, it's gonna happen. Rusev is gonna start dancing to "Somebody Call My Mama" and start doing the Cossack. I'm not kidding you. That's what's gonna happen, and it's going to be completely and utterly it's gonna really be a very sad, very, 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 very sad time. Anyway, I'm gonna to put some music here, And what I'm going to be playing is, well, let's just say it's going to be a bit of a secret. I'll tell you after what the song is. After this, let's just say it's part of it is a part of a franchise that a certain game company, doesn't seem favorable now during these days. So let's get into it. So this is the next song, and hopefully you guys like it. Anyway, this is the Dukect Lounge live on TalkShoe.com. We'll be right back right after this. This is Dukect here live on the Dukect Lounge. We'll be right back. We're back, ladies and gentlemen, here on the Dukect Lounge. So much interesting news is happening right now in the gaming industry. And if you want to come in and join into the show, the number, as always, is 724-444-7444. Once again, the number is 724-444-7444. The call ID to connect to me, Dukect, is 92417. Once again, the call ID is 92417. And the song the dosage songs you just heard is from the OC remix track Silent Hill 2, Where the Demon Sleeps. OC remix, and the song is made for, and the contributor artist is from Kate the Great 19. Well, I'm not even watching Impact, but it's just stupid stuff. There was a huge metal pipe supposed to be a gimmick, and I think Full Color just said this, quote, "The pipe never factored into the match at all. No one even got hit by it. So why even bother with the gimmick?" Because law TNA. That's what I'm going to respond to. See? And I give it up on TNA, and I hate to do that. I haven't watched TNA for months on end. I can't watch the product anymore. It's getting to, with their non-payment to people, I just don't really care to really get back into it. Shame, really. Really pissed me off. Let's talk a little about Konami. Konami. What is going on with Konami, boys and girls? Well, let's start with should start with, right here is the cancellation of Silent Hills. That is was with supposedly with Hideo Kojima and Guillermo del Toro, and this was going to be. It was supposed to be something really good, something big. A lot of people were happy about it. Like a lot of people were worried, and I wasn't really a big person in the Silent Hill franchise. I never got into the games. You know, as a kid, I was like a little too scared. I probably would have gotten lost. I would have probably been this. I mean, I'm not a player personally I mean, I'm gonna say right now, I play games to honestly feel powerful. And when I look at stuff like Silent Hill and series, it seems like it just takes away the power for the player. It's more of a psychological thing that sure you can fight back, but the weapons are horrible. Your guys are not really military or anything else. You are a regular civilian. You are a regular person fighting in these supposed demons, these monsters, these real or imaginary monsters that seek the halls in this cursed town. I can't really get into that. I mean, I know there's some people who are actually doing this. I think I watched a little bit before I get to. I actually paused it, only 2 minutes in because I was setting up for the show. But it was a very interesting Silent Hill theory video from Blue the Face. Um, I had to watch it again because it's only 8 minutes long. I'll put the link in the description. He seems to really know his stuff, so link in the description. Talk about Silent Hill and such. Maybe he can, maybe I'll get him on one day and we can just sit and talk about. See, maybe he can convince me to try to be on the Silent Hill stuff because I have watched Let's Plays, I have watched the stuff, and it looks like a place that that exists in a very, 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 it exists in a very bleak place, a kind of like a Outer Limits type of Twilight Zone type of stuff, which funny enough, I can watch stuff like Outer Limits or the Twilight Zone, you know, those stories just fine. But yet, playing something like Silent Hill, it just bothers me. I don't know. Hmm. Then again, not much more of a horror stuff out there. Oh, we got some guests here. Guest 3 and Review Compton. Oh, that's nice. Hello, how you doing? We got guest 3 here as well. What do you think about this whole stuff about Konami or the stuff I told WE? Oh, hey, in the chat room, go on and go nuts, my friends, and see how everything else is and all that good stuff. So how's everything up here in the chat room? Remember, you don't need to call in. You can put yourself on the chat room and have some good conversations with me on the chat room and everything else. Oh, we have a caller here, and let's see, this person is okay, and okay, let's see. Next in queue, let's see, and hello, and go, and that's it. Yes, I'm editing you out. No. Okay. Guest 3, how you doing? Hopefully you're not as crazy as Review Compton. Because honestly, I put myself out here, live podcast, online. I take calls, so I don't want to be because I could be a complete contrarian and just put the podcast and just set it up anytime I want. I could, but I like listening to calls. And guest 3 is this. Of course, he is. The same thing, and there. You put yourself out there, ladies and gentlemen. I'm letting this stuff out because no, I'm not letting these guys, you know, crush me down. Because hey, I like listening to people. I love listening to the people, and I'm not gonna let these vagabonds, these what's a good word for them? Something troublemakers. These curmudgeons trying to ruin my stuff. Oh, I'm not letting you on. No. Yeah, no. Get out. You don't want to get in? No. Go. Get out. No. I banned you. Go. Get out. Out. Out, I say. Anyway. Anyway, supposedly, Silent Hills and everything else, Konami is basically going. Supposedly, you look at, say, I'm going back to the stories here. That last year, supposedly last year, Konami released a preview of yeah, it was supposedly um, it released a game called PT, which it eventually says that was then realized that PT was a playable demo, a playable teaser for Silent Hills. I saw some coming Johnny's Halloween review of it, Halloween thing, lights off, of course. Some coming Johnny, that's what about Super Game Brothers. I saw that, have fun with it, and supposedly and after that, a lot of people were hyped for it, and that's, even myself was interested in a bit, and yeah, I just um, just really just yeah, I'm really so interested. But then this happened that Konami canceled Silent Hills, which was with Guillermo del Toro and Norman Reedus, and this was going to be good. Norman Reedus, the guy from Walking Dead, it looks something very interesting. And honestly, I guarantee would have brought more people to the franchise, but instead they canceled it. And but yet, right here from Polygon.com, it says from you see that they said right here, and supposedly it was April 27th. It was a couple of days ago. It says, "quote." In a pre-written question that's sent out by Konami today, the company asked itself what will happen to Silent Hill series. They did a question and answer statement by themselves. That's just nice. It says, what will happen to Silent Hill series? The answer addresses the series, not the game. Konami Digital Entertainment LET will continue to develop the Silent Hill series according to the statement, which is okay. But a lot of people, well, some would say this is like it's people were really hyped for it. A lot of people were really hyped about this game, and people were pissed off that this thing didn't happen. Now we have this whole stuff with Konami getting basically, getting in a tug of fight war with Hideo Kojima, who is a very interesting game designer, director, and producer. I mean, he is interesting, and I will continue to say that he is interesting. And the Metal Gear Solid franchise, when you like it or not, I mean, they're really good what they do, but sometimes I think they just get too much in the game. They get too much in the cutscenes, but not enough gameplay. But then again, with the gameplay is good. I think Metal Gear Solid 3 is probably the best one out of the entire series. I never played Metal Gear Solid 4. I do have a PS3. I will try the Metal Gear Solid 4 eventually, and Metal Gear Solid 5 when it does come out. I will be going with that as well. But overall, um, and I will be getting the Phantom Pain on September 1st launch. And this is just really just mind-boggling how Konami is just so backwards. In fact, this is not the. I mean, Jim Stoney videos Konami. Well, it's Konami really to tell it all. Not even hyping games. They destroyed the Silent Hill HD collection, which I would love to talk about with the Sonic MTD Matt. I want to talk to him about his experience if he bought that and seeing what he felt like. Uh, that to me, that seemed to be really a pissed off moment for a lot of Silent Hill fans. And seeing how Konami did not really, um, you know, market some games, didn't really talk about some games that people really like. They supposedly want to take off Hideo Kojima's name from uh, Metal Gear Solid 5. This stuff, I don't know. This seems like really cruddy stuff. And Konami's just slowly getting, and then you have supposedly that Konami is getting so crazy that this week as well, Konami let basically voluntarily a delisting from the New York Stock Exchange, and it's supposedly saying, "Oh, it's no reason to panic." It says, "quote They add additional comment on the voluntary delisting from the New York Stock Exchange." It says the company. It says some gaming form about it. It says, "quote," and I quote, "The company listed its American Depository shares on the New York Stock Exchange in September 2002, mainly to diversify its opportunities for fundraising and to raise the visibility of the Konami brand. Since then, the company has made efforts to enhance disclosures for shareholders and investors with the goal of deepening their understanding of the company, in addition to complying with the disclosure requirements of the U.S. security laws and regulations, providing consolidated financial statements in accordance with the accounting principles generally accepted in the United States, and establishing internal controls in accordance with the Sarbanes-Oxley Act of 2002. And see right here. And meanwhile, yada yada yada. Says while the company believes the initial exemptions of the U.S. ADS listing were mainly achieved, it has judged that the continued listing on the New York Stock Exchange is not economically justified, taking into account the market changes as stated above, and the fact that the trading values of the ADSs on the New York Stock Exchange accounts for only a small fraction of the trading volume of its shares. Therefore, the company has declined to apply for voluntary, decided to apply for voluntary delisting from its ADSs from the New York Stock Exchange, and for termination for registration of its ADSs with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission under the Exchange Act. So, in summary, Konami is reinforcing our analysis that the Canadian listing on the New York Stock Exchange is not economically worthwhile any longer. So, they're not making money in the stock exchange. And you can read the entire article here. I will put the link in the description. It's just, this list looks really bad. This is really, really bad because Konami can't make any money. The sales of games not being worldwide received for the most part. What is going to be Konami's type things? What is going to be Konami? What is Konami going to do? What is Konami is going to do about this? How are they going to compete? How are they going to compete with this type of these type of craziness stuff? Because a lot of people were hyped up for the Silent Hills, and now it's gone. You don't know what's going to really happen to the series, and some people are just going to be really pissed off. So I don't know what they're going to do. If I knew, I would tell you, but I just think it's going to be something that I think honestly it's going to be. I think they're heading towards another Capcom situation. I think we're heading to another one of these where it seems that they're going to get so bad they're going to be irrelevant. Some would say Capcom's on a rebound, but I doubt it. I would not be surprised if it's actually going to hit. They're going to hit that little bit of a bump of the iceberg. And people will say gaming is not the gaming. Oh, gaming is not we're not going through a gaming crash right now. Everything is smooth sailing. We are now the gaming boat is not just hit an iceberg, but they ripped a hole in the water. The icy water is flowing throughout the ship, and it's slowly just drowning everybody else. And honestly, we're trying to patch a ship with shoddy games. They look nice, but at the end of the day, mean nothing, and I'm filling the hole quick, like the Order 1886 and all that type of games, and canceling games, moving them back. We're not really seeing a true, really next-gen game that actually really feels that it's worth buying a $400 plus type of gaming console. Or $300 now, which some people say, it's not, you just gotta buy it. Just buy it. Eventually the games will come. No. This is why you always wait, people. You sit and you wait. and just sit back and wait until the games start coming. That's why I'm not even going to rush out and get the next Batman joint. I mean, right now, there's not much any true reason to buy any of these games. No buy any. They don't really. The gaming industry has no real incentive for me. There's no real incentive for me to buy go up to next gen at all. Games like Destiny, games like uh, Order 1886, and the list goes so on and so forth. Watch Dogs and everything else. It gives me no real reason why I should go and buy next gen games. There is nothing, and I do mean nothing. Anyway, that's the show for this evening. Thank you for enjoying me. Thank you for joining me in this lovely little journey we're on, boys and girls. Hopefully, I'll get to show up soon. And after that, the last we were standing, let me just get through these the last classes, and after that, I'm free to go. And I'm going to be focusing on a lot of last week's episodes. It's going to be a really fun time, and I'm going to finally get everything else just completely and utterly done. I'm going to really start doing some really good stuff. Put on some, my WrestleMania review. After my WrestleMania review, I'm going to do some video game reviews. Maybe some like crossovers in the future or something. But this summer is going to be really fun. And it's going to be something memorable. So hopefully you guys will like it. I know I will enjoy it. And the Dukect Lounge will be here live every Friday night here on TalkShoe.com. And hopefully we'll have better callers and everything else. So, by the way, I'm editing this stuff out. So, yeah, I'm not even going to let this stuff get in my way. So, anyway, thank you so much for joining me here live on Dukect Lounge. Remember, you can always call in and, do all that type of stuff and be respectable, too, to everything else. So, so you will be deleted from the archives. You can live forever or just be a complete forgotten thought. Now, I see why some people just don't even deal with the stuff and just put the podcast up and just talk for like 20 minutes and such and not deal with callers. Anyway, this is Dixie T here. Peace and love. I will see y'all when I see y'all. And don't worry, the Dukect Lounge will never do that, my friends. Because I honestly believe that the listening to the people, how idiotic and stupid they are, they deserve a voice. And eventually, I'll get some people who are actually responsible and nice and, forward thinking and, not Neanderthals. That was the word I'm looking for, Neanderthal. Yes, anyway, thanks so much. Dukect here. Peace and love. I'll see you when I see y'all later.